I never would have thought I'd be seeing a film where Owen Wilson and J-Lo got married, but here we are talking about Marry Me. Pop superstar Kat Valdez is about to get married before an audience of her loyal fans. However, seconds before the ceremony, she learns about her fiance's cheating ways and has a meltdown on stage. In a moment of inspired insanity, Kat locks eyes with a total stranger in the crowd and marries him on the spot. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Marry Me, starring J-Lo and Owen Wilson. That plot is one of the most obscure and ridiculous plots I have ever heard. It is a rom-com in all sense, and it borrows so much from everything I have seen before. It is so focused on the characters learning about each other and eventually falling in love. There is so many cliches within this movie, and it's predictable, and I expected that going into it. I kind of liked it. It wasn't a bad film. It wasn't the best film ever made either, but I really liked Owen Wilson and J-Lo together. There is a chemistry between them two that I didn't expect to be there within the first place. The plot itself is absolutely stupid. She just sees him standing there with a sign, says marry me. She says sure, and then they get married and hopefully fall in love. I like them together. Like I said, I think they have chemistry. There's really nowhere to go but up within this film. From them just meeting each other and not knowing anything, you have a chance to really understand these characters and see a relationship blossom right in front of you because they are absolute strangers. And so we see this relationship grow throughout the movie to where she wants to, get off social media, not have cameras so much on her because she wants to spend time with him. He wants to follow her around and see kind of her life, because this is not his life at all. He just went to this concert with his daughter and a coworker, and so he starts to, be in this light that she is so used to. And so we have a painfully predictable film. I like how each person was willing to be a part of that other character's life. J-Lo trying to get away from the cameras, go to his school, participate in the math class and everything, and be involved with the students. And he wanted to, go to some of her concerts and the promotions and everything. I like the dedication from each character trying to get to know the other person. Legitimately see that these characters cared about the other person. They weren't truly in love right away, but they understood that they were married. But I like that they were willing to kind of understand the other character. And what blossomed was a decent relationship between the two. This is an odd pairing. But this is an odd pairing, but it definitely did work in the end. It isn't a film that is relying on humor. It's relying on that obscure, very odd plot, but it makes that relationship grow solid throughout the film to where you kind of like the movie at the end. Like I said, it's not the best thing ever made, but it definitely does work for what it is. I expected something that was very, very corny, and I got that in the beginning of this film. Up until the point when they got off stage, realized that they were married, I just completely was shaking my head of how stupid it was. But once we kind of got past that and everything, and looking at J-Lo and Owen Wilson's relationship in the movie, and her, maybe going back to her ex, you don't know what's going to exactly happen with that. I liked seeing them two together. It was better than I expected it to be. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best film ever made, but I enjoyed it for what it was. There's also some really catchy songs in here that are made for the movie. The song Marry Me by J-Lo is a very catchy song and very important to the movie overall as well. So the soundtrack in here is very good and provides a lot of those upbeat moments for the film. Overall, Marry Me was a little bit better than I expected. Not the best thing ever made, but I enjoyed watching Owen Wilson and J-Lo explore that relationship. Also exploring two actors that I didn't think would be together in a film ever, and they made it work. I like seeing them together and watching them try to understand each other's life and be a part of it. And we understood that, this was like a fish out of water for Owen Wilson, but he seemed to have a lot of fun with in this movie. So Marry Me, it's going to be on Peacock this weekend and in theaters. Check it out if you guys enjoy rom-coms. Like I said, it's not the best thing ever, but you may enjoy it for what it is. So before I give you my score for Marry Me, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Marry Me a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Marry Me, the new film starring Owen Wilson and J-Lo. An odd pairing, but it works. Let me know what you thought about the film in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up-and-coming content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.